We are thrilled to have right here on our program, after last night's debut of back-to-back episodes of Little Demon that airs Thursday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern on FXX and streams the next day on Hulu. Two stars of this animated feature, Danny and Lucy DeVito, right here on The Rich Eisen Show, A Family Affair. Good to see you guys.
Like that.
Hi.
Yeah.
Good to see you too.
Nice
Good
to
to
be here.
see you. Okay, so, and this is no offense, Danny, you play Satan.
I do play Satan. Yes. Yes. Yes, I do.
Okay, and Lucy, no offense to you, played Satan's daughter.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
The
Typecasting.
Antichrist.
Very
Yeah.
good. Very
Yeah.
good. It looks terrific. It looks like a lot of fun, and obviously not your first FX rodeo, Danny.
No,
right?
no.
Obviously.
We've been together for a long time, FXX,
Right.
and John Landgraf and the whole team. It's really good.
Fantastic. And you don't look like Lucifer in the
No, well,
in that
you know,
scene
the
right
thing
there.
is the devil has many faces. And I can, at will, shift shapes
Yes.
anytime I want. So the thing is that in the story, which, it unfolds, it's basically a family show, basically, because I'm trying to win my daughter back. I'm estranged from Aubrey Plaza, plays my wife,
Yes.
and so you saw that. So we're battling over the you know how it is, a teenage girl, and she's our daughter, and we both want time with her. And
It's like Kramer versus Kramer meets Rosemary's Baby.
Huh.
You know?
I like it.
Yeah.
That's got a great vibe to
Yeah.
it. It's very odd that Satan would have an estrained relationship with somebody in his
Yeah,
family.
really.
Yeah. Well, Aubrey Plaza, she's very attractive, and she's she is the mom of the Antichrist.
And she's also an EP on this program, just like
yes.
the two of you, right?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Fantastic. I love it. So we just saw a clip right here of Little Demon airing Thursday nights again, 10 p.m. Eastern on FXX and streaming the next day on Hulu right here on The Rich Eisen Show with Danny and Lucy DeVito. Normally when I have two people who are in the same show together and they're working together, I will say, when did you first meet? That's a question, but that's now off the table.
No, that's off the table.
When did you first meet is now
The
off the
very
table.
first meeting in the Cedar Sinai.
Yeah.
it was in the hospital.
That you were able to take that meeting, Danny?
Yeah. I think I saw her first.
And I decided to grace him with my presence.
Fantastic. How did it
Yeah.
come about to do this together, Lucy? How
I
did
thought
this
you were
come-
going to say, how did
No,
it
not
come about that you met?
No. Yes. I guess I've now gotten to the actual working together question. Right.
No,
so.
well, we have, been wanting to work together on something for a long time, and we've worked together on little things, and then my friends Darcy Fowler, Seth Kirshner, and Kieran Valla, who are the creators of the show,
Yes.
brought us this idea, and we just felt like it was a really fun way to, see if we could, make something in the TV space. And animation was like an easy way for us to like explore these kind of fantastical, absurd worlds, which we both like to do. And so it kind of came about organically, and Aubrey got involved pretty soon into the process. And Dan Harmon, who does Rick and Morty, he was he's an executive producer, and then FX kind of jumped on board, and yeah, we've been working on it now. And my brother is an EP also, Jake.
A whole DeVito family
Yeah,
affair?
so it's a real family affair.
The whole thing about animation is a big. It's kind of it seems like well, God, it's animation. You people, you do the voices, and then you do it. It's like a amazing amount of artists working on it. Like we've been doing this for like this show, Little Demon. We started like 3 years ago. It's like one of those things that from the process of knocking out the stories and getting the ideas and what the characters are going to be like and how they're all the normal stuff that you make when you're making a movie, but then you have the added thing of like the design, the worlds, because we live our show has we're on Earth. It takes place in Delaware, but like it's where the devil's been looking for his daughter for 13 years.
The devil lives in the Granite State?
No, the
Is that
devil
what you're
lives
saying?
everywhere.
Okay, understood.
The devil lives everywhere. It's intricate kind of attention detail to
Yes.
to every bit of it. And Jake, her brother, my son, and Lucy and I and all the other people that are mentioned, Aubrey, and everybody's in it 24/7. So it's like, you know, and then during the pandemic, we did a lot of, the kind of thing that, you know, you normally do with, you Zoomed. So it was really good for us to be able to do that. We would have liked to been together more,
Sure.
but,
Yeah.
but we
we were really lucky because animation is one of the things that you could keep going, you know,
Sure.
even during lockdown. So
Right, you're zooming, or you're doing
Yeah.
your voiceovers, or doing all that
Exactly.
sort
yeah,
of stuff.
so we were able to keep it going, which was really such a gift.
I've got
Yeah.
Lucy and Danny DeVito, the daughter-father combination of FX and FXX. Little Demon, again, on FXX. The first 2 episodes started appearing last night, and it streams the next day. So today, right now, you can check it out on Hulu. And Aubrey Plaza, also an executive producer. I'm seeing some of the other people who are the other voices here and the guest stars. Amazing. Obviously, one that leaps off is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
yes, Arnold
Says I call that, obviously, you make Danny saying Arnold. Would you like to do this? or-
Arnold's in the show, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we have Arnold, and also we have Mel Brooks.
I mean,
It's well, the thing about it is, you know, you get to a point in your career where you have so many friends, you know, and probably I would say if it all goes well and the audience loves the show as much as we do, season 2, you know that Mikey D is going to have to be in there,
That's right.
and Jack, and they'll get everybody.
Yes.
You know, just get everybody to come in and do a voice. you
want to do a voice?
Yeah.
absolutely.
You got the job.
You got the job.
Oh, great. I had no
the
idea.
executive
Hi.
producers.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely in. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
I could do it whatever you need.
We'll get you in the metaphysical realm.
I feel like I'm already in it
Yeah,
right
you
now
are
in this
actually. We
conversation.
could recreate.
But I don't know.
the
I
set.
mean,
Yeah.
Mel Brooks, man. I mean, that is
That was
great.
It was
that was great.
amazing.
Again, is that a call you make, Danny, or is that a call?
Well, it was kind of a really interesting thing. He's doing a show. He's executive producing a show. I think it's called the 2,000-year-old man or something.
Well,
It's
I know that's an old.
no,
history of
the history of world part 16 or something.
Yeah, he's
But
making. That's right. He's
Yeah.
doing another history
He's
of the
doing
world.
a show, but he's narrating it,
Right.
and he asked me to be in it. I play Tsar Nicholas the second. I did a little bit.
Oh, that's
on the
gonna be
show.
amazing.
So I said to him, Mel, you know, I'm doing your show. He said, hey, yeah, you know, great, Danny, great. I said, listen, you know, I'm doing this little show, Little Demon, and you know, in the interest of you scratch my back, I scratch your back.
Yeah.
How about? He said, oh yeah, absolutely. So he's doing a millipede in our show. It's like a real, you know, we have a
Mel
our
Brooks, the
show has
millipede.
like many kind of really creatures from other realms, and Mel did it. He did it. We did it at home. We did it on Zoom, and it was the most adorable, wonderful thing. You know, he plays a really great part, and he did it. I saw him standing there with the headphones on, with the T-shirt.
he was
and,
amazing.
He was amazing.
Legend.
Yeah,
He was-
legend.
Absolutely
a
legendary.
legend.
And then Arnie plays who? Who's
And
Arnie?
Arnold is an announcer. And we have a contest in the show that the devil takes his daughter to entertain her, to show her his realms. Because, you know, there are so many various worlds that we live in and that we occupy. And I only get her every other weekend.
Sure.
My wife and I, or Aubrey and I don't know if you call us wife, husband,
No,
and wife.
you can't.
Yeah.
And he constantly refers to her as his wife. I'm like, I don't think that's part of the story.
No.
Right.
But maybe he wishes.
So
Yes.
and so Rhea Perlman was available
Yeah,
for this
Rhea-
as well.
Yeah,
I mean,
Rhea
no,
came
but
in.
she's in it too. She
Yeah.
plays,
That's what I said.
yeah,
She's on this too.
she's playing a character. She comes in episode 9. She plays a real funny Delaware, the neighbor's cousin.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Little Demon again on
Yeah.
FXX, checking it out on Thursday nights. Lucy, what was it like growing up DeVito? What was it like for you growing up in the world that you did with your mom and dad doing what they were doing at
Yeah,
the time?
no,
What was
I
that
mean,
like for you?
It was, you know, I don't know anything different, but
Sure.
it was great. You know, they're amazing parents, and you know, we were there in the spotlight, of course, and you know, everyone knows who they are, but they're very down to earth people. And
When did you realize for the first time that your folks were more than just mom and dad outside of the universe of your home?
From a very young age, like I have a memory of like being like him holding me and having pictures taken. You know what I mean? Like, we were telling this story the other day, which I kind of love and I'm going to steal right now, is that, like, I visited him on a set and I was like 1 year old or something, just started talking and watching him direct, and they would keep doing this scene, you know, say cut, you know, and restart, whatever. And he kept on doing it over and over again. And about the, you know, 9th take, I just yelled cut.
Was that your first word?
Yeah, right. And
your first word was cut?
yeah, really. No,
Get out of here.
so it wasn't my first
It
word,
wasn't
but
the first word, but the wild thing was I was shooting a shot and the camera's moving in. We did the take, and we did it like 8 or 9 times. She was in the arms of, I think you were with either mom or with a nanny or something, and she yelled cut. And it was at the exact right spot.
Oh, great.
You know, so because she kept seeing me do the same thing over and over again. That's the take that's in the movie.
Which movie is it?
It's called The Ratings Game. It's a movie we did at Showtime.
And that's the take that's in.
That's the take that's in.
so yeah,
So
I've
she had the chops for
I've
it.
always been a part of it. You know,
That's right. That's right.
No, but yeah, you know, it's like they're the best. It's we grew up, you know, having a lot of fun, and also, you know, sitting around eating and you know, talking over each other and yada yada yada. Italian Jewish
family. You know,
So that
come
means-
over to our house, we'll feed you.
You got to eat.
Yeah.
The first
A lot of
thing,
portions.
You know,
Yeah.
and you got to
Excellent
talk.
portions.
Yeah.
Everybody has
You know,
to talk at the
not-
same time.
not much-
Like this.
not much. Not much football, but I appreciate it. You know what
That's
I mean?
okay.
Yeah.
That's all right. You don't have to have it all the time. So.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then do you remember who was like coming into the house that you remember that would
Yeah.
be like, you know, the person you would call an aunt or an uncle or something that would not actually be your aunt and uncle, but is a
Well,
long
you
time.
guys were talking about movies.
Yeah.
I know you're always talking about films. And things. Lucy was 3 months old
Yes.
when we did Terms of Endearment in Texas. I had a small part in the movie, and I brought her down with Lucy and Bria, and I went to Texas, and she was being passed around by Shirley MacLaine and Jack Nicholson and Deborah Winger and all the, you know, folks in that. Always been on the set. They, you know, people always say when you're in the theater, you're born in a trunk. What do you say when you're in the movies? Born in an equipment case?
Yeah,
What is it?
really.
I don't know. What
Craft service?
I don't know.
Born in
Yeah,
craft
yeah.
service? I mean,
born at the craft service
I
table.
love craft service. Just a glazed donut. That's all I want.
I could imagine if
Yeah.
my parents were school teachers. If
Yeah.
I could have grown up around craft services,
Oh,
I would
God.
never
Man.
forget it. I
Yeah.
would never forget
we
it.
we
Never.
would come to the set of Cheers and care less about what was going on, you know, mostly just go straight to the food and be like, I can have candy, I can have sugar, I can have, you know.
How old were you when you were in the cast to set of Cheers? How old do you
Well,
remember?
I don't know if you realize, but she was pregnant 3 times on that show, and they have 3 kids. So I was born on Cheers.
Where now everyone knows your name, right? I mean, pretty much.
No, I guess it was the first or second season she's pregnant.
Yeah.
And that's me.
That's you.
And then they wrote it into her character, Carla's character. She always
had so many
has
kids.
That's a bit, right? Is what you're saying? That was
And
the bit.
Yeah.
and
That's right.
that's because she was literally having kids.
And the thing that was like, what was interesting is that, you know, with the way TV shows shoot, they shoot for a bunch of times and then they have a hiatus. So in the very beginning, like Rhea said, well, we're gonna, you know, we decided, well, let's have a family. We're gonna have some kids. We get married. We were together for a long time beforehand. So anyway, long story short, she said, you know, maybe we should, like, I don't want to be pregnant on the show. We'll figure out. I don't want the baby during the show. Let's have the baby during the hiatus. I said, okay. So the first baby was born, you know, Lucy, March 11th. Hiatus was February, March. We were on hiatus.
There you go.
Yeah, great.
That's called family planning.
Family planning.
Second baby, March 25th.
There you go.
Hey.
Right on hiatus. Jake, October. Right in the middle of the show.
Oh my God.
So it's like one of those.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, I guess it also helps to do animation. You have to worry about that anymore.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
pretty
I
much.
mean, you know.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Again, Little Demon airs Thursday nights at 10 Eastern on FXX. The first 2 episodes started streaming last night. I can't wait to see more of it. And I can't wait to see you as Tsar Nicholas. That's what you're doing?
Oh, yeah.
In the
Mel's
history of the
show.
word?
Yeah,
In the history of the world?
Yeah.
That is amazing. That's so cool, Danny, that you get to call up Mel Brooks. He's like, how about you do my thing and I'll do yours?
Yeah,
I mean, like, that's
Mel's
that
in
is
Little Demon.
unbelievable.
It's amazing.
I don't. Which episode is Mel in which?
He's in
the
the
Miller-
10th.
In the 10th episode.
Yeah, so you got to watch
You gotta
all
watch
of them
all
to
the
get there.
episodes to get to Mel.
That's-
yeah, he's the draw, baby.
There you
Yeah.
go. It's the draw, the millipede, the 10th
Yeah.
episode millipede is
yeah,
Mel
yeah,
Brooks.
yeah.
And, you know, you've got some other names. Dave Bautista's another one.
Dave Bautista plays my best buddy.
Michael Shanahan, Lennon
Michael
Parham is
Shanahan,
so
yeah.
funny,
Oh
too.
yeah,
Oh, my
she's
gosh.
she plays Darlene, she's in about 8 episodes or something.
Well,
so.
congrats on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great to see you guys. I
Thank
love
you.
having family affairs right here, and I hope you don't mind. I have the best dad ever
Yes.
sign right here. I
It's
know
a
you've been eyeing it.
competition, but you know,
I may
we'll
steal
see.
the sign at
Yeah,
the
you
end
could
of the
steal the
show.
sign.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
right now, I think I'm losing the claim
No.
right now
No,
since the
no.
two of you are here
No,
talking
no,
about
no,
your
no,
new
yeah.
project on FXX, and I'm going home to take my child's iPad away. So like those are the different things that we got going on in this world. Congratulations on the show, and let's
Thank
do
you.
this. Let's do this anytime.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You got it absolutely. Danny DeVito, Lucy DeVito, starring again in Little Demon, that just started airing last night on FXX every Thursday night, 10 Eastern, the next day on Hulu.